It's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it comes your way next.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, we've got football at Paycor Stadium here in the Queen City of Cincinnati. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice hands displayed there by the former Penn State standout. And he's certainly hoping to get back on track now that he's playing in a Bengals offense that better suits his skill set.
Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the right side. Open is Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. Gesicki from 6 yards away. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be let out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Running on 1st down, Eckler dances by him. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. This is a counter play. Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw. Zambrano. He's on his way. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 57 yards. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd down and 1. Burrow on play action. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him all complete. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Off play action. Zambrano. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake. Zambrano. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point try now for Patterson. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders back out late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Zambrano. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Looking to throw. Zambrano. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. Operating from the gun, Zambrano. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Up the middle with Eckler. Fights off the defender. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Zambrano.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Burrow will throw.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't have to make contract time.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And Burrow going to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Looking to throw. Zambrano. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding Ertz again. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Zambrano. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here we go, first and goal.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow.
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And the Washington offense heading out.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler.
And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.